Hi, my name is Dr. Deborah Binting, and I'd like to talk to you today about crap. Really, crap. Seriously. Okay, so what you don't want to do when you give a presentation is kill people by PowerPoint. There's actually a great video online called Death by PowerPoint where this comedian talks about all the things that people do wrong. So here are some simple principles that you can use to create effective PowerPoint presentations. Contrast. The first one you want to look at is contrast. You can see in this image, this skyline of New York City, that the background and the foreground are very hard to differentiate because it was a cloudy day and the colors are all very much the same. So that image really doesn't pop at you. Compare that with this image where we see the bird is really, really contrasted in color from the background. And this picture of the flower where those yellow flowers just really, really pop out from the background. And of course, black and white are the ultimate contrast. So use those to your advantage in order to present images that really communicate well and that pop out at your audience. The second principle is repetition, where you take some kind of a design element and you repeat it within your slide. In this particular instance, we're looking at circles. And even though there are different colors and different sizes, there's a repetition of the shape. This one here is the most common shape found in nature. We find it in seashells, we find it in ferns, and what it is, it's appealing to us because there's a repetition of the pattern. I love this image of the Jungle Fever poster because not only do we have high contrast, but we've got repetition. So we've got two things going on, and that really makes it a compelling image to look at. The third principle is alignment. Now notice how these ducks are lined up. And we can line up these ducks in different ways. So we can put them in a straight line, we can put them in a circle, or we can pop something surprising in the middle. Now you notice how these are lined up across the page of my PowerPoint. They go in a straight line. So we're telling the audience where to look. You have to tell the audience where to look. Now contrast that with this. When we put these images all over the page, it's confusing. There's no order to it, and your eye doesn't know where to go. In fact, the eye tends to go to the brightest thing in the picture. So here, the eye actually goes to the middle of the page, which is just blank. So what we want to do is actually line those up in a way that makes sense. So we've got contrast, repetition, alignment, and the fourth principle is the P for proximity. Proximity is how close things are together. When you put things next to each other, they tend to tell a story. So here we have, in this image, we have contrast because we've got the white and the red. We've got repetition of the circles, and then we've got proximity. How are those different circles connected to each other? Check out this example where we've got the white sheep with the black sheep, and it makes a statement. If the white sheep was on the other side with the white sheep, it wouldn't make the same statement. So there's proximity going on there. This is one of my favorite ads from Corona Beer, where you see that all the principles are working really well together here. So we've got repetition. We've got the three bottles lined up. We've got the lime where it's a sliver of a lime, and then the whole lime. Because in the West, we tend to read from left to right. We read images from left to right, just like we read words left to right. We've got contrast with the background. We've got repetition. We've got alignment. The bottles are very strategically placed in a row. And you'll see where I have the word proximity that I actually put in there next to this poster. So I can move that around, and it's not going to have the same effect as when I actually place it next to the image, and then it becomes one thing, where the word and the image have become one. So I hope that these CRAP principles, contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity, will help you present presentations that will be really appealing and compelling. Because remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words.